Hi, welcome to my channel, Takoyaki Tarot. Today is July 15th, Monday, 2024. So I have a short of the day. Go watch that, like a minute long. The Five of Wands upgrade came out, which is interesting, actually. Yeah, so I mentioned this, like, very brief, obviously, because I have bedhead going on, but whatever. I'm so cute. You know what? Let me get my sage. Hold on. Alright, yeah. So I got my sage. Yeah, so the Five of Wands came out. But, like, very briefly, like, before the Five of Wands came out in the short, I mentioned that I had a dream about a lawyer. And then the Five of Wands came out. And in this card, it says, politics and ambition wins judgment and protects all those who seek the truth, right? So I'm gonna, like, reshuffle, but I just wanted you to see this. Right, Five of Wands upright. So, I talked about how I had a dream about a lawyer. In this Five of Wands, I feel like there are people who are trying to get you to fight and bicker and, like, just argue with them and whatever, right? You're not doing that. What's happening instead is that someone else is fighting on your behalf for you. You have been assigned a lawyer. That's basically what the dream was about. I was assigned a lawyer. I was in a house, whatever, minding my own business, doing whatever, blah, blah. Then a man came to the house, and he had, like, a suit and a briefcase. Like, I saw it in my mind's eye, but, like, I didn't look at him directly, but I just knew that's what he was wearing, right? He had, like, a suit and a briefcase, and someone I knew answered to the door, and then he was like, I'm looking for so-and-so. He was asking for me. He's like, I'm looking for so-and-so. I'm her lawyer. I've been assigned to be her lawyer. So you have been assigned a lawyer. Now this could be a lawyer, like a spiritual thing, right? That's been assigned to you from the Most High God. But I feel like either way, this was given to you. This was assigned to you from, like, high up. I really have bedhead. It's okay because I'm about to go lay down again. So whatever. I just wanted to get this video out before I go lay down. So yeah, you've been assigned a lawyer, and somewhere in the back of my mind, I'm getting, like, it's been assigned to you from high up, right? So this could be like God, right? Or, like, high up in, like, a corporation or something. But you don't have to fight, you don't have to argue, you don't have to do anything. That's literally what the lawyer is for. The lawyers are there to defend you in court, to fight for you, to argue for you, to, your honor, right? It's basically to, like, speak up for you in your place, right? I mean, obviously, like, you know, if for some of you, like, if this is a court thing, like, you're obviously going to be there next to your lawyer, right? And you can speak if you want to, but the whole thing is that you don't really have to, right? And then you have a group of people that they want you to speak for yourself and argue for yourself and basically make a fool of yourself for them, but you don't have to do that. Your lawyer is just going to be fighting those battles for you, arguing on your defense, right? Things like that. So I thought that was very interesting. So there's a lot of fighting going around, and you could be seeing this, but you're not, like, directly involved in it. And if you have a lawyer, you're just there to, like, show yourself. You're just there to show yourself. You're paying your lawyer, right, to argue for you, to, like, defend you, to state your case. You don't have to do anything. And I feel like that's another thing that, like, really irritates this group of people with the Five of Wands, because there's always, like, a group of people, right? And I feel like that's something that irritates these people because they want you to argue they want you to argue, right? And it's something about, like, fighting your battles. Like, these people want you to, whatever battles, whatever they're trying to, like, get you involved in, they're mad because you're not fighting the battles. And because you know, collective, you don't have to. What battles are you fighting? Like, there's nothing for me to argue. I just have 442. Argue about, get mad about. Like, what am I, like, I don't know. There's also something weird that this group of people, what they truly want is power, right? Because I was getting that earlier today. There's actually a quote about power, right? People who want power will always try to control those who truly have it, right? So you got a bunch of people who want power, who don't have true power, not true power within, right? So these are the same people that will do anything to climb the ladder, to get power, blah, blah, just so they can, like, do crazy things, right, after acquiring that power. But that's exactly why they don't have that power, right? So let's go back to that quote. People who truly want and crave power will always try to control those who do not have power. So these are the same people that are trying to argue and cause chaos and be petty and bicker and do weird shit with you. And because you know where you stand and the power that you hold, that means nothing. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. You don't have to argue. You don't have to fight. You don't even have to fight for yourself. You got lawyers fighting for you, right? And I feel like that right there also irritates this group of people, because you got people fighting for you and defending you and standing up for you, and you don't have to lift a finger because you don't have to. And you know that, right? There's also something about the irritation of these people, how aware you are of yourself, the situation, of them as well, right? People who truly want power will always try to control those who have it. I gotta get the proper quote, because I feel like I'm let me see. It's a beautiful quote, honestly. And also, there's another quote by Plato. It says, "Those who seek power are not worthy of that power," right? Because most likely, what did I just say? If they were to acquire that power, they would probably do some weird, crazy things with it under the guise of for the greater good, but it's really for, like, their own ego, right? So that's why with great power comes great responsibility. That's Superman. And then there's another quote that says, by Plato, again, "Only those who do not seek power are qualified to hold it," right? There's really a really big thing here about people trying to, like, I just heard, like, they want you to out yourself. They can't do it. They don't know how to do it. They're trying to do it, or they tried to do it and they failed. Right? So with the whole Five of Wands energy, I feel like they're trying to get you to, like, make a fool of yourself or out yourself or whatever the case it is. But here's the thing, right? Even if that were the case, I promise you that's not going to change anything. I promise you. Right? One, two, three, four, five. The butterflies have hatched. There's like 6 of them. For those of you that have kids, like, go to Insect Lore and you can get, like, a couple of caterpillars, and then you can, like, watch the whole process with your children, and, like, you'll see them go from, like, itty bitty babies to, like, big caterpillars to then, like, the chrysalis, and then they'll hatch, and it's fun. It's so fun. Yeah. Ace of Cups reverse. Ace of Cups, Nathael, God the King of Heaven, rejuvenation obtains the mercy of God and gives long life. Yeah. So these people, they want power. They don't want love. They don't want to change things for the greater good, right? As much as they say it's for the greater good, it's really people who want power for the sake of having power, so that way they can do whatever they want with that power. So then these are the same people that envy people who do not have. These people, They envy people with power, and then they will criticize, oh, I could do this better, I could do that better, this, that, right? But, like, it's always people who criticize those with power, right? And you'll know, because that's what they want. They want power. Because I feel like this, like, if it really didn't, like, matter, right, you wouldn't have to, like, talk bad about someone else's powers or abilities or gift or position or location, right? Unless you wanted that. Like, someone who has a bigger house, right? Someone who walked by and like, oh, well, they could do this. I would do this. I would do that with the house. I would do that, right? Come to find out, they live in like a little 1-bedroom rinky-dink house, right? And a lot of it comes from like animosity, right? Because like if you didn't feel some type of way about your house, why would you feel the need to criticize and judge and comment about my house, right? That's basically what that is, right? But yeah, Ace of Cups reversed. There's no love in this situation. There's no love with these people. These people don't care about you. They don't love you. There's no... to these people, you're just this obstacle in their way to what they want. Power. So I feel like that's why they're trying to get you in the Five of Wands, but they're just getting each other in the Five of Wands, and it's not working. So that's why you got this lawyer coming in, or like this person speaking for you, or whatever the case it is, right? Because it's like these people's minds, they just need you to get you out of the picture, out of the way. That's what it is. You're in the way. You're in their way to what they're trying to get. And it's like the more that they do what they try to do to get you out of the way, the more, like, the easier it is for your lawyer to defend you. Right? Because you literally don't have to do anything. You're not doing anything. Chicho, Lido, Harpoon. Okay, I got the World, Knight of Pentacles reverse, Page of Cups reverse, Five of Wands reverse. The Five of Wands came out again. Yeah, you're not arguing with these people. You're not doing anything with these people because you just know that they have this weird obsession about money, right? And unfortunately for them, they can't. When it comes to you, they can't do this anymore. This weird. Also, there's a woman with the Nine of Pentacles reversed. There's a woman who will do anything for money. She's either like a gold digger or like a whore for money. She may not even be like a whore, but she's like, when it comes to money, like, she's all up in there. She'll do whatever, right? This could even be a man, but I feel like, I mean, it's either or, but it's with the Nine of Pentacles reversed, it's a woman. This is somebody who will do anything for money. And if that means having to get you out of the way, step on you, slander you, get you in drama, gossip, chaos, whatever the case it is, she'll do it to get you out of the way, right? She'll do it. But unfortunately for her, with the World upright, she cannot do this anymore. Whatever this weird thing to try and get you out of the way, so that way she can lift herself up and be in some sort of stature, position of power. And we're doing quotation marks because this is not real power. This is power that they feel like the only way that they can get it is if they take it. And that's exactly why they don't have true power within, right? All right, let's see. So, Five of Wands, Halaya, God listening and concealment, politics and ambition, wins judgment and protects all those who seek the truth. Yeah. Also, this woman around you, she's a big fat liar. She's a liar. And this is someone who, because that's crazy. Because I was just talking to someone about politics recently, right? But this is somebody who will play dirty, right? Like, if they were involved in politics, like, I guess in a way, when it comes to like the jobs, careers, and things like that, like the workplace, it would be in a way considered politics. But this is somebody who doesn't fight fair. They play dirty, right? And you're being defended. It's being shown. Page of Cups, reverse, Ayazel, God who rejoices. Rejoice! Divine comfort gives consolation and protection from one's enemies. Yeah, this person is obsessed with your protection. Nine of Pentacles, reverse. Ayahuasca, the omniscient God, submission to higher order, identifies traitors and destroys your plans. Yeah. You have been assigned a lawyer who is speaking on your defense. The world, Dhammabaya, God, the source of wisdom, fountains of wisdom, gives success in all ventures. Yeah. Because the power that you have is for you, and it's for you to move forward in life. There's also something so silly about this, right? It's like whatever these people were doing, they thought like they were, like this was top notch. This was like golden. Like they thought like this was like, right? But to you, this was just like, oh, that's going on. All right, whatever, moving on. I'll be right back, hold on. Right? So this is like child's play. So, oh, that's why. That's a different flavor. So this weird game that they're doing, this was a game for money, by the way. This was the more money we come across, the more problems we see, right? Yeah, they were doing all this for money. They wanted money. And then here you come, and then you barely have to do anything, and you get what you get. That's very irritating to people who do the most, right, to get power. And here comes this person, you collective, right, who seemingly does nothing, yet they have all this power. I get it. I get it. That would be very irritating to a group of people who want nothing but power and do everything they can, and yet they still have no power. Right? But that's not anything to do with the collective. That has nothing to do with the collective, right? You have to figure out why that is, right? And it's not anything outside, external. You got to go deep within yourself and ask why that is, right? Right? Because again, it's true power from within, not without, right? Nobody gave this to the collective aside from God. But again, God is within. So you have to go within and figure that out for yourself. Why it is the way it is for you. Don't be asking why it is the way it is for the collective, because you'll never figure that out. And you're always going to be irritated, and you're always going to be jealous, and you're always going to want to cause chaos, and you're always going to want to do this, and do that. That's not your business. What you need to figure out, right, is why you don't have power within, instead of trying to figure out why the collective has power within. That's what I don't get. You have a bunch of people too worried about your business and wanted to know this and wanted to know that, but yet they too would find the answers that they seek if they just look within themselves. But they're too busy trying to look within you. And that is so irritating. Right? There's nothing more annoying than people trying to be in other people's business when you have a whole business for yourself that you could be paying attention to. And that's exactly why your business is not the way you want your business to be. I mean, hello. FYI, not my fault. The Queen of Wands. So yeah, you could be this Queen of Wands, right? They're trying to figure out how you're so ambitious, powerful, attractive, wise, free. Like, how is it that you are this Queen of Wands? Don't worry about how the collective is in this Queen of Wands energy. Worry about why you are not, right? And then when you figure out why you're not, maybe you can figure out how to get yourself there instead of trying to figure out how the collective is there, why they're there, how they got that, why do they deserve. That's so backwards. That's so backwards. That's why none of this is working, because you're too busy all up in my business. I was gonna say something else, but anyway, so we got the Queen of Wands, Elamaya, the hidden God, divine power, guards against mental troubles, right? So here's the thing too, I feel like there's a weird psychological game that they're trying to play. They have not been on a true battlefield. And I feel like if they think that this was, like I said, this is child's play. They think this is worthy of being on a battlefield. This is not. collective, you've seen true war. And I'm not talking about like guns and things like that. I'm talking about like you've been like spiritually and mentally, you've been at true war. So this is nothing. That's what I'm saying. This is nothing. It's like you've actually seen darkness and stared back at it, and it stared back at you. These people were trying to do something like that, trying to make you feel like in darkness and despair. This is nothing. This is like, oh, okay, right? And it's gotten to the point that like they keep doing something over and over again. Your lawyer is like, okay, well, I'm here to now defend my client. Like, I'm here, I'm stepping up. My client, you don't have to speak anymore. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to look at them. I'm here for you. That's what your lawyer is getting paid for. Your lawyer is getting paid to argue for you, to look at these people for you, to engage with them for you. You don't have to do anything. And that really irritates the heck out of these people. Because the more that they try and do something to get a reaction out of you, the more your lawyer steps up. Right? And that's like, no, we don't want the lawyer. We want to argue with the collective. The lawyer is just like, no, you don't have to. And legally, you're not allowed to. And this and this and that. And blah, blah, blah. My client, your honor, they're harassing my client. Instead of going directly to me, right? And that's another thing, right? It's just, they're just, all these boxes are just ticking off. All these notches are just ticking off, right? It's just showing more and more and more that these people are just trying to attack a Queen of Wands. That's all they want to do. There's no love in the situation, right? There's just animosity, wanting money, obsessions. It's weird. This Knight of Pentacles reverse is so, there's something so weird about this energy. This person, they cannot be by themselves either. They need people. They need to create groups or alliances, right? There's something about this woman. She needs alliances. God forbid she had to stand on her own, she would lose it. She can't. So here's the thing. If she cannot stand on her own to attack you, she will send out, with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse too, because I'm getting like, the Nine of Pentacles reverse too is like a gold digger, like a whore. If she cannot stand on her own to attack you, she will send men to attack you for her, because she cannot do it face to face. And if she did try, she failed. She doesn't have the spiritual strength to do it, right? She tried. Oh, absolutely she tried. But she failed. That's how she knows that she can't do it by herself. So she could pay guys, or she could pay men, or I don't know, just, I don't know, she does something with men to make alliances with them to get them to attack you. And it's getting to the point where these men can't even like attack you, or they just don't know how to attack you, or they're too busy focused on you. They're not realizing that they're losing things left and right. There's no love in this group, in this alliance, in this community. There's no love in that. And you know that. That's why you're all the way over here. You're separated yourself from that. You have nothing to do with that. The more you pop up in my energy, the more I'm going to read you. So, just saying. Strength. Hakamaya. Yeah, these people want power. This is what they're... How are you going to get power, but you don't have love for the power? You don't respect the power? Like, my phone just went off. Like, this is what they want. They want power. Strength. Hakamaya, the raising God. Oh, it could be like a group of 3 to 4 people as well. Loyalty, delivery from those who seek to oppress brings victory. Yeah. I feel like the only reason why they want power is to be able to call shots and say this, say that. Have the ability to like stand on those, because they now have the ability to stand on those. So that way a lot of it has to do with their ego. They feel like they're being stepped on, overlooked, overheard, unappreciated, like useless, like they don't feel appreciated. They don't feel respected, so they feel like they'll be in that position of having everything they want if they have power. But the way that they're going about this is not out of love. They're not getting this out of love, not love for themselves, not love for their neighbor, not love for their whatever it is, right? It could be their house, their car, their job, their community. There's no true love there, right? So how are you going to want to, like, how are you going to stand in a position of power and rule with no love? That's exactly how kingdoms and dynasties break down. A city without, what is that proverb? A person without rule over his own spirit is like a city broken down without walls. So basically, they want to rule whatever it is that they want to rule or be in position of power of, but it's not out of love, and that's exactly why they're not getting it. That's why they don't have it. There's no love, and your lawyer can see that. They just want to be in this position of power just to have that power, so they can call the shots and they can make their ego feel better, and they can like control and do this. It's not that they want this power to like do actual good and like heal and uplift and motivate. That's not why, right? That's not why. And it shows. It's obvious, right? And here you are, a person with true power, right? And they feel some type of way about you because you're not doing everything that they're doing to get this power. Like, you're just in your Queen of Wands. You're just standing upright. You have power. It's true, innate, natural power. This is you, right? You're standing in it, and it shows. And as any royal person, if someone is trying to talk to you, you have your bodyguards or your security. Please don't talk. No flash photography. Don't speak to my client. Like, you don't have to do anything, and that irritates these people. They want to be in that position of power, but the reason why you are is because you're to be protected. You have a bigger purpose. They just want power to have power. My phone keeps going off. Hold on. Like, this group, they're trying to find ways to intimidate you, and to be honest, if you really think about it, what is there to be intimidated by? Like, if the only being that puts fear in your heart is the Most High God, what is there to be afraid of on earth or in between? That's it. Yo, that's crazy. There's this movie called Elementary, right? It's the blacksmith and the devil, and it's basically like this man was literally torturing a demon, and the demon was eventually the demon ended up working with the blacksmith, right? But my point is that like, you torture demons. Like, demons are afraid of you. Like, you be torturing them, and like, this is nothing. If these people want to act weird this way, like, you eat that shit for breakfast. Like, breakfast of the champs. This is nothing. If there's one thing you cannot do, you cannot bully a Queen of Wands upright. That's impossible. You crazy? You trying to bully a Queen of Wands upright? Oh my gosh. You cannot bully a Queen of Wands upright. That's not a thing. Two of Cups reverse. Yeah. So first, I'm getting two things. One is that not to partner up with these people, with this person. And not only that, but this person, the woman in this group in particular, she's having trouble making the partnerships that she wants to, creating the alliances that she wants to, because at this point, everybody knows that she has this weird vendetta against the Queen of Wands upright. And if she cannot go up against you head on, one-on-one, what makes her think that these men, karmic men, can go up against a Queen of Wands upright? You kidding me? Does that make sense? Does that look good? No, it doesn't. It doesn't make sense because that's not a thing. That doesn't exist. 2 of Cups, Luaya, the swiftly hearkening God, fruition, provides expensive intelligence and gives the grace of God. Also, this person is not that bright. They're not that smart. They're not that bright. Their plans suck. They're not creative. They're not intuitive. They're not intelligent. Not as the way they come across. I feel like this person had like a really bright idea, and it's like, congratulations. Like, if this person had some sort of an opportunity or a foot in the door, you know, like they were on the brink of something, right? But once you came into the picture, they started acting like this crazy and doing all these malicious things and tactics and alliances and games and things like that. Your lawyer saw it for what it really is. And they kind of just like lost the opportunity to whatever it is that they were trying to do to get this power. They lost it. They lost it. All of them lost it. They all lost it, right? They all lost it. Because there's no love. And not only that, but in doing all of this, it just showed these people who they really are. People who do not operate out of love, compassion, patience, understanding, healing. It just showed them who they are and what their true intentions are. There's no love in what they do and how they live and who they are. There's no love, right? And that's why they don't get it. They don't get it. 31 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna switch the decks, and then I'm gonna switch the decks again, and then I'm gonna close the reading. I'm gonna use Kippa. Hello, Kippa. How are you? Ooh. Queen of Wands upright, change, reverse. Yeah, nothing is changing for this Queen of Wands. I feel like they were trying to like be this weird monumentous act of change and create change, and they were trying to use you as an example as to why they should be in a position of power. No, what you did, like I said, nothing is changing for the collective. What you thought you were doing to create, to do something, it didn't work out. It's not happening. It's not working. You did nothing for the collective. What you did was you just revealed your true intentions. You just laid out all your cards on the table. That's what happened, right? Nothing is changing for the collective. It's not. Nothing is changing for the collective. I feel like, back to what I was saying, they were trying to use you as an example of why they should be in this position of power, but what they did, they just showed their true hands, that there's no love. If you're willing to step on your fellow neighbors, family members, co-workers, friends, family, to be in a position of power, you're just proving why you don't have that. You're just proving why you're not in that position of power. If you're willing to step on anybody, especially like a Queen of Wands, because a Queen of Wands is somebody who would also like use her position of power to like stand up for what is right? So basically, these were people who are like bullying somebody who is like very confident, beautiful, attractive, has power, you know, a protector, guards against mental troubles, a healer, things like that, right? You're really trying to like bully someone like that just so you can be in a position of power? No, you just proved yourself for who you are. So that's why I changed reverses here. Nothing is changing for you, collective. For these people, I cannot say the same. Check and mate is what I'm hearing. Check and mate. The game is done. It's over. I also saw white paint. I was using white paint in my dream. So you get a clean slate now. You get to like, this is basically just like, there's something fresh, something new for you, collective. Toil and labor reverse. Yeah, I feel like these people are going to be stuck in a position where they're just going to have to be living in that hustle grind, work, and they're not going to get anywhere. They're not going to be able to be in this position of power that they want to be because they did all of this. And it's crazy because had they not done this and they were more focused about themselves and healing themselves, and instead of trying to attack you and bully you and intimidate you, that's crazy. Isn't that crazy how you would have gotten so much farther had you not bullied the wrong person? Had you not attacked the wrong person? Had you not tried to intimidate the wrong person? A person who, no matter what and everything you did, nothing happened. Nothing's changing. Isn't that crazy? So now you guys have to be stuck in this position where you're going to work, and nothing's going to be changing. It's like you're not seeing any progress. You're not seeing any movement. You're not seeing any, like, it's just, right? It's just, there's no overflow of anything. Overflow of abundance, power, monies, love. Wow. Courthouse reverse. Yeah, whatever they were trying to do in the courthouse, it did not work. This could be a courthouse, a job, a community. It just didn't work. Whatever they were trying to do, it didn't work, right? Because, like, how are you going to, like, try and take something and make it seem like it's for the greater good, but you cannot rule, like, with no heart? That's exactly how dynasties and empires and castles, and it breaks down. It breaks down. That's why it's, then you got like infiltration, and then you got moles, and there's no honor amongst thieves, and they probably steal from each other and lie about each other and talk about each other and do this and do that. Like, there's no honor amongst thieves, right? Because realistically, if we're being upfront, these are thieves. These are criminals. They're trying to steal power. They're trying to covet, right? Power. And it's just like, that's not working. And they also did something very unjust. Either what they were doing was unjust, how they were going about the situation was just, and or they were doing something very unjust to a Queen of Wands you. And it did nothing. Right? Like, you guys did all of this for what? Because it did nothing. For the collective. I keep seeing that one thing, that meme by DJ Khaled where it says, congratulations, you played yourself. And also, keep in mind too, the Queen of Wands upright, she stands alone. She's got all the confidence in the world to stand by herself. Like, she doesn't need an alliance, a group of people, right? She can do better by herself. You could be it could also be a King of Wands too. You could be the King of Wands, so it doesn't matter if you're like divine feminine, divine masculine, right? But it's just the Queen of Wands came out, right? But it could be, you could be this King of Wands, or you are a masculine and you're standing in your Queen of Wands energy. Either way, it's good. So, don't stress it. But yeah, you crazy. You cannot bully a Queen of Wands upright. You just cannot. That's not a thing. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. So let me get one more Kipper, and then I'll switch it to Seasons of the Witch, and then I'll close the reading. There's also something here about the modern woman. And that's coming from this Nine of Pentacles reverse. This woman, this karmic woman who has money on her mind 24/7. There's something weird where it's coming, it kind of comes off as like this woman who is weirdly obsessed with the Queen of Wands upright, right? So this could be somebody that's like the same age as you or older than you, or it could even be younger than you, right? But it's like she has this view, a negative view about the modern woman and how a woman should be. So you either have something that she doesn't have, obviously, whatever. But it's kind of like, this is somebody who would be like, well, if I had that house, if I had that car, if I had that man, if I had that marriage, if I had that relationship, if I had that position, if I had whatever, right? So she already wants that. Whatever you have, well, hold on. So whatever you have, right, it started from there. Whatever you have, she wanted it, right? And now she's comparing it, how she would do it better, she would be better, she would do this, she would do that, whatever, right? So now that's where this whole weird alliance plot game comes into play, right? I feel like a lot of this had to do with her trying to prove herself as to why she would be a better option, a better fit, a better position. For some of you, it could be a masculine too with the Nine of Pentacles reverse, but she was just basically doing the most to try and prove as to why she's fit for something. That just proved why she's not. Because by going around and doing this, like, you just show that there's no love in your heart, and you're in competition with the Queen of Wands upright, and because of that, nothing's changing. How are you going to be in competition of power and then bully a Queen of Wands? A Queen of Wands is always standing in her power. She's always standing in her power, and she barely has to do anything about it. And on top of that, you're trying to bully her? That's crazy. So there's something about you that really makes her insecure, that makes her demons come out, makes her act out of her worst intentions, her worst impulses, and you know, that's where that Five of Wands energy comes out. Like, she was trying to get you to like be a fool, or like out yourself, or just argue and be petty and cause drama, and your lawyer stepped in and was like, I got this. You're like, oh, okay, cool. And that just irritated the bunch of them. It is what it is. Favor isn't fair, and that's just how that is, right? Favor is not fair. It's not supposed to be. God's favor is not fair, right? This Nine of Pentacles in reverse, this woman, this is the kind of woman that says, oh, she thinks she's so perfect. Oh, he thinks he's so perfect. No. You think I'm perfect. You see me as perfection. That's a you thing. Right? Just because you're the Queen of Wands, like, that's not... These, and not only that, but like, these people, they think they're all that in a bag of chips. No, you think I'm all that in a bag of chips. Why is that? Because I never once said that. I never once thought that. You're just a human. You're just a human. They're just a human. Everybody who's on board is just a human, right? Yeah. Main female and despair reverse. Yeah, so now this main female, it's the Nine of Pentacles reverse. I'm telling you, it's a woman going up against another woman. Right? She I don't know, she was trying to do something to get out of despair. I don't know. also feel like this is also you. You're not worried about anything. And I feel like with the Page of Cups reverse, these people have some weird obsession towards you. Like, you're always on their mind. And I just said that this woman is, like, in competition with another woman and, like, she's obsessed with you. Yeah. This is a woman obsessed with another woman, and, like, you know about it. You're not bothered by it. You don't care about it. This means nothing to you. This is just, okay, it is what it is, right? Your lawyer can see that. Everybody can see that. You see that. That's why your lawyer stepped in. That's why whatever was going on in the courthouse, it's just not working. Right? Your Honor, they're just attacking and bullying my client, this Queen of Wands. And my Queen of Wands client, she's not doing anything but minding her own business and doing what she has to do. And she's still standing in the upright in every possible position. Your Honor, we'd like to have them vacate the premises, right? Your Honor, we'd like to, put in a motion. It's crazy how one person can take up the minds of many. And you're not even doing anything but just standing by yourself in your power. Standing there looking handsome, standing there looking pretty, right? Minding your own business. That's crazy. I also feel like this Nine of Pentacles feminine, like, she really thought like something was going on. And I feel like with the despair reverse on her end, the reason why she aligns herself with other men is to make herself feel pretty or beautiful, to boost her ego. Like, she wants to feel useful to men. Right? And here you are, men just be like, what's that one song? It's Grown Woman by Beyonce. She says this one line. Hold on, I gotta find it. Yes, my love. Hold on. Better? Okay. Alright, let's see. So it says, I passed it. Yeah, what if the sign says, I can do whatever I want? I can say what I want. I can live fast if I want. I can be bad if I want. I'm a grown woman. I can do whatever I want. And it says that them boys, they do whatever she likes. So that's another thing too. That's something that bothers her. She has to use money or weird things. I mean, I'm not gonna get into that, but right, to create alliances with men. She cannot create alliances with women because it's like women are too much of a competition for her, and she already is very fragile in the way she sees herself, the way she views herself. It's already very fragile, right? So that's why when she went head to head with you, it kind of broke her in a way because it just showed her everything. That's why in her mind she thinks you're perfect, or you think you're all that in a bag of chips. No, ma'am, that's what you think that I am, right? So going head to head with you, it kind of broke her because it kind of just like reflected everything that she feels that she's not, everything that she thinks she's not, everything that she sees she's not. So she cannot align herself with women, and she cannot go head to head with you personally. She tried, and it practically broke her, right? so that she has to align herself with men to attack you, and it's not working. It didn't work. And that, doing all of that, the world, that's no more. That's done, right? This woman could lose her house, her job, her position, whatever. I'm not going to say that because, I mean, I had a dream that Alright, let me get this last card and then I'm going to close it. Oh, look, White Witch. So, yeah, you could be this White Witch. So, if you're this White Witch, Queen of Wands, upright, what do you have to be worried about? Like I said, what is there on earth for you to be worried about? Nothing, because you're not. Despair, reverse. Hello? Hello? Right? What is there to be afraid of? Oh, you want to talk about mothers. Okay. So this woman could have tried to take in a low blow or like a low shot or done something that was so unnecessary that instead of getting praised for it because she thought it was like a good tactic or a good thing to say or a good thing to do, instead it just raised eyebrows. Like, you really said that? You really did that? You really, right? And she could be boasting about it, like, yeah, I did that, I said that, I don't care, and everyone's just like, wow, you really are heartless. Ace of Cups reverse, right? It's just showing who she really is. If she doesn't have love for her neighbors, you really think she's gonna have love for herself? No. And I feel like that's something you could have reflected when you held up that mirror in her face. Alright, I'm gonna get this and close it. And then that's it. That's it. Black cat. Black cat. There's a curious journey into the depths of the unknown, hidden so deep that only the brave will gracefully return with light in their eyes and shadow leading home. So here's the thing, right? I feel like your presence and your whatever, it just when you stand next to a person, all you really do, you just hold up a mirror to who they are. They see what they don't see. They see what they don't like. They see what they're missing. They see what they're not. They see what they lack, blah, 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 right? You are just showing them how their insides look, right? And for a lot of people, especially when they're not ready or when they don't care, when they're fine being in the Knight of Pentacles reverse energy, right? They're just be doing crazy shit. Like, when they're, I feel like you just showed this woman who she really is, and that terrified her, that scared her, and that broke her because she's not ready to see who she is. But now everybody sees who she is, someone who's heartless and just will do anything to step on anybody to get power. And that's why she will always be stuck chasing this power. And whoever aligned with her, whoever allied with her, congratulations, because you get to carry that karma as well. Congratulations. You played yourself, right? So, in conclusion, this is a reading. I hope it helps. Bye.